again today, it seems. What's going on, huh? Although I guess what's happening in the world, just like that, one day, what's going on? How quick things can change. Apparently in the US, there was like a huge, I guess you could say, protest, riot, whatever you want to call it, where a lot of people are unhappy about the US election results. As you would imagine too, tons of videos and pictures of this. It just looks incredible in the sense of it's crazy. From what I read too, all the security and police, they were just simply overwhelmed to the point where they had to back off, and I guess as a result, they actually got inside the building. You can see there were people inside just sitting in the desks and all that. At the same time, to my understanding, there were unfortunately some casualties as well. You can actually see some gruesome videos. I won't actually show it, but you can even hear the distress in many cases.
Where's she hit? Where's she hit? No. Move! Help! Help! Come on! Where you guys? Come on! Come on! She's gone, man.
You can't save her if you're here! You gotta get EMS here!
And as usual, when you read this stuff, there's usually two sides of the coin of the narrative. I guess one, from what I gather, they're reporting things like saying, this is basically people fed up. This is their absolute last resort to say we are not being heard. Whereas the other side saying these are crazy people. They're just, I guess you could say, sore losers, and they're going way overboard, causing destruction and all that. I guess any other topic in the US is taking a back seat to this, huh? In terms of any types of concerns. Although with that in mind, with all that recent news about things like the FAA drone advisory and all that, remote ID, it says apparently here, it says Elaine Chao to resign as Transportation Secretary in wake of riot. Just like that, huh? This event basically caused this person to resign, apparently according to this anyways. As she posted here, it says, it has been the honor of a lifetime to serve the US Department of Transportation. And it says, yesterday our country experienced a traumatic and entirely avoidable event as supporters of the president stormed the Capitol building following a rally he addressed. As I'm sure is the case with many of you, it has deeply troubled me in a way that I simply cannot set aside. I am tremendously proud of the many accomplishments we were able to achieve together for our country, and I will never forget the commitment you have for this department and the United States of America. I am hopeful that many of you will carry forward our vision to improve the lives of Americans through this department and beyond. Today, I am announcing my resignation as U.S. Secretary of Transportation to take effect on Monday, January 11, 2020. And who's replacing her? It says, we will help my announced successor, Mayor Pete Buttigieg, with taking on the responsibility of running this wonderful department. It actually made me think of two things just from reading things like the news and the comments about this person. A lot of people would say when it comes to things like drones, she knows absolutely nothing and she should be gotten rid of. Well, I guess you guys got your wish, so to speak, although it came in a really weird way. And in the other side of the coin, I was thinking, was she already on the way out? And this basically just gives her the best, I guess, reason to leave, because I don't know, I was reading stuff like this in the post. It says here, we the people beg you to invoke the 25th Amendment today before you go. And everyone keeps saying that and says, we're not begging, we're demanding you to do the jobs you've enriched yourself so handsomely with. Some people are saying good riddance. What is this 25th Amendment thing? I don't know. This one here says, House Speaker Pelosi calls for 25th Amendment to be invoked against President Trump. So I'm guessing just by the sounds of this, I guess people like her have a vote or a say if they think the president isn't, I guess, fit to do his job, so he needs to be removed. But wow, that's madness. At the same time, I guess you can't be super surprised. It makes you wonder if last year was all about virus and protests about things like racism. If this is a sign of anything, is this going to be the year of things like protests against governments? I can imagine actually with the stress of people being locked down and all that, and especially like with the news here, for example, where certain politicians were taking vacations and pretending they were locked down in their homes like everyone else, and they weren't. So it makes you wonder if that's going to be the story this year. Basically, people being really mad over government officials. What a crazy time to live in, huh? All right, see you guys later.